Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I don't know about you, but I'm obsessively watching the news at the moment and I definitely need a break from that. So I thought now would be the perfect time to start my Arders Nails Extreme Destash. Don't know how extreme it's going to be, although I think I'm probably going to be more brutal than I expect to be just because I know I need to pack up and I'm moving. I've got 73 of the square bottle shape, the old bottle shape with the removable caps. So I'm going to start with the old style bottles first and then I'll get onto the newer style bottle shapes, of which I've got about 50 of them, I think. So I'm going to start with these 12 creams. So here are the 12 creams. I know that definitely I'm going to keep this one, which is Lulu. It is a beautiful muted putty shade. All of the Arders Nails creams are fantastic. I'm also going to keep Helen and Missy, fantastic green creams. I have got dupes of Helen, but I want to keep this because it reminds me of Helen over in Ireland, who this polish was named after. I'm definitely going to keep Freya and Zoe. Zoe is a beautiful muted blue, one coat, and Freya is a fantastic bright blue. I'm going to keep Catherine, but I think I'm actually going to destash Jenny because I feel as though I've got other pinky reds that are very similar. So Jenny, I'm going to destash. I've got two purpley pinky colours here. This is Rachel, which I'm going to keep, but I'm going to pass this one on. I think it was a prototype that was sent to me by Loopy Frog actually, and this is like a matte oxblood shade, but I do have one that's very similar, so I'm going to pass this one on, but I'm going to keep Rachel. And I'm going to keep Banana Smoothie and Isabel. Again, with the creams, I may do some comparisons with the creams at a later stage, and just see if I can decide which ones that I want to keep. I know I've got similar cream colours in other brands, but I'm going to do some more comparisons. So for now, I'm keeping Banana Smoothie and Isabel. But I think I'm going to destash Purple Gecko. I don't really reach for thermals that often, and I don't know whether it's just because my nails are quite short at the moment. On this hand, they're a little bit longer, so it would work on this hand. It actually goes from this shade to something similar to this, so it is a very kind of vivid colour change, but I'm actually going to destash Purple Gecko. So actually that's not too bad. I'm destashing 3 out of the 12, so I'm keeping 9 and destashing 3. So next I've got some prototype polishes and polishes that were gifted to me. Straight away I know that I'm going to keep these 3. So these two don't have names, but this one is just an oops, and it is a beautiful one coat khaki holographic. And this one is a fantastic colour changer. I think it was a precursor to Claire Dares, but it's absolutely beautiful. And this one here, I actually named this one Turbo Mermaid because it's got an amazing iridescent shimmer and this beautiful mermaidy green blue. So I called it Turbo Mermaid, and then Kat actually put this in the staple collection and she called it Turbo Mermaid, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. I'm going to keep this one as well. I name this one Bad Leprechaun because it's a kind of black and green, but it's very glittery, so it's a kind of alternate dark version of a St. Patrick's Day polish. So I'm keeping that one. I don't know what I think I'm going to destash this one. This is another colour changer, but it is quite similar. It's quite similar to this one, but I'm going to keep this one because it's got a little bit more green. So I'm going to destash that. But I'm actually going to keep these 2. So these are 2 prototypes that were given to me by Kat. And this one here is a prototype of the red holographic that became I'm the Devil Who's Asking. So I am going to keep this one just as a backup of that. And this one is Moulin Rouge. It is a very glittery red. I feel as though I've got other glittery reds, so I'm actually going to pass this one on. So far I've destashed 5, which actually really is pretty good for me. So this is where it gets a bit difficult. I'm going to go through collections, and this is the Bad Boys 2 collection, or I think the majority of the collection. And this is the one that I was talking about here. I'm the Devil Who's Asking. So this one was a prototype of this one, which is just a little bit brighter. But I'm still going to keep this one. I'm also going to keep these 3, which is Don't Hate the Player, Hate the Game, Big Effing Eyes But a Nice Fish, which is the beautiful navy blue holographic. They're all super holographics. And this one is the beautiful Papa Rat. So I'm definitely keeping those 4. This one here is Mother Effer, You At Least 30. It's very tiny writing. I'm going to keep this to one side just because I think it might be comparable to another green that I've got. So this one might be destashed. But I'm definitely keeping these 4. This is the Westworld Trio, absolutely beautiful holographic metallics, and I'm going to be keeping all 3 of them. Same with this trio here, look at this beautiful colour changing. This is the South London Trio, and they are absolutely beautiful formulas. So I'm going to be keeping all 3 of these. Well, this is going to be quite quick. This is the Ethereal collection. So originally it was just these 3, and then Kat actually came out with a green one as well. Absolutely beautiful ethereal polishes. So I'm keeping all 4 of these. I've got 2 polishes here that are from the Light Out Kids collection. And I'm going to keep the black, which is a beautiful... This is a fabulous black jelly with lots and lots of silver holographic and multi-chrome flakes. And this one's called Witching Hour. I'm definitely going to keep this one just because it's really unusual. But I think I'm going to pass on this one, which is Mombi. It's a really, really glittery, shiny, lots going on there, green jelly. But I feel as though I've got other green polishes that are quite similar, so I'm going to pass on this one. I've got another 2 glittery polishes here. This was from one of the anniversary birthday duos. This is Why Not and Me, I'm 3. This is a really pretty polish. And this one, yeah, I think I'm actually going to pass this one on. I think I always think my wine red purpley polishes, I always think of Amanda, the nail polish hound. So Amanda, if you're interested in this one, let me know. But this is Why Not, so I'm going to destash this one, but I'm going to keep Me, I'm 3, which is a fantastic silver glitter with lots of kind of lilac lavender glitters in there as well. It's more of a crushed flaky actually than a glitter. So keeping this one, destashing this one. So we're going further back in collections now. This was from autumn a couple of years ago. And all of these polishes dry matte with a beautiful multi-chrome flake. But I haven't really reached for them. I feel as though I want to keep this one, which is Pony's Sapphire. They've all got the names on here because I helped to name them, but this one ended up being Pony's Sapphire, so I'm keeping this one. I'm also going to keep the purple one, and I'm going to keep this one, which is very kind of autumn in a bottle. But I'm going to destash these 2, which are the green one and the purpley pink one. So, wow. I feel like I'm being much harsher than I thought I would be. This one here is also from an older collection. This is perhaps one of the first collections. Purple Ash, which was another autumn collection, and it looks a lot deeper on the nail. It's a purpley pink and it is super holographic, and it's a one coater, so I'm definitely keeping Purple Ash. These are my 4 remaining polishes from the Here Come the Boys collection, and they are absolutely fantastic, particularly this one. It's a kind of blue teal holographic, and this one here is Mantis, which is a beautiful green holo, and it's got lots and lots of gold flakes. I don't know if you can see them in there, but lots and lots of gold flakes. That looks absolutely beautiful on the nail. So yeah, I'm actually keeping all 4 of my Here Come the Boys collection polishes. And then we move on to the Nail Ninja collection. Absolutely not destashing these polishes. There is another one here which is Jules Bijou, but I ended up sending that to Jules. So I've actually got that replaced, but it's in the newer style bottle. So I will be keeping the entire Nail Ninjas collection. These 5 polishes are from the Christmas collection from, I think it was about 3 years ago now. I am actually going to be keeping all of them. I was looking at, I thought this might be comparable to Mother Flipper You At Least 30, but it's actually quite different. This is Coming Home for Christmas, which I know is a one coater, and it is more of a forest green. This one is more of a bright green, so I am actually going to keep both of them. And I thought this one here, which is Startruce, I thought might be very similar to this one, which is Don't Hate the Player, Hate the Game. But this one is actually more of a gold and this one is more of a chartreuse yellow. So yeah, I'm actually keeping both of them. So that's the Christmas collection from a couple of years ago, definitely keeping those. And this is the Oh So Shifty collection, absolutely beautiful, mainly one coat polishes, shifty polishes. Absolutely love all of them in this collection. I've actually got 7 here. There are 8 in this collection, and Kat did send me the one that I had missing, which I think was Starlight, but it's in the newer bottle. But I'm going to be keeping all of my Oh So Shifty collection. And then finally, for the old style bottles, I've got some random polishes that are from older collections. This was from the 9 to 5 collection, which was all about working life. So I've got Lunch Date, and Commuter Hell. And they're both, the whole collection was a kind of neutral holographic collection. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. And Lunch Date is a kind of very, very pale olive green. And then I've got these 3 here, which were from a Bonfire Night collection about 3 years ago now. And they are all either blackened. This one here is a blackened kind of purple. That's a very dark blue. And this one is a fantastic red orange. Glowing Embers. Yeah, I absolutely love the formulas in these polishes, so I will be keeping all 3. And I'm also going to be keeping these 2, which were from the Love It or Loathe It collection. I'm turning it round and there isn't a label on this one, but it is Freeze Mother Bitches. And then there's this one here, which is I Love You Honey Bunny, which is the brightest, most vivid one coat holographic. Beautiful. So yeah, definitely keeping these 2. So as it turns out, I am destashing 10 out of 73, so I've still got 63 Ada's Nails with the old style bottles. Let's have a look at the Ada's Nails polishes that I've got with the new style bottles. So I've got here a combination of 61 polishes, way more than I thought actually. So that combination of 73 and 61, 134 Ada's Nails polishes. So some of these are the new style bottles, which look like this. And some of them are the old mini bottles. So I'm going to go through them in categories similar to the ones that I did with the old style bottles. So I'm going to start with the 12 charity polishes for breast cancer awareness. So this was a monthly polish that came out every month last year, and it was to support breast cancer awareness. Half of the cost of every single bottle went straight to the Just Giving to Breast Cancer Awareness Island. So I've got all of them. I've got 12 polishes. I can say that immediately this one here, the January polish, has gone very dry. This is a really, really pretty iridescent topper. But I'm actually going to throw this one away because I just don't have the time to try and revive this. So unfortunately, Magic will be leaving my collection, but I'm definitely going to keep the February polish. This is a beautiful Irish Sea. I'm also going to keep Erin, which is a colour changing polish, but I just love this beautiful sage grey. It goes to a deeper green, and I'm definitely going to keep this one for when my nails are a little bit longer. This one here I thought I wasn't going to like, but I actually really enjoyed it on the nails. So that's the April polish. This was one of my favourite polishes from last year, this beautiful grey Crelly. And yeah, I absolutely love it, so I'll be keeping this one. I'm also going to keep the Emerald Isle, which is a kind of blue-toned green, really pretty with multi-chrome flakes. Yeah, definitely keeping this one. I think I'm going to destash this one though. I'm kind of umming and ahhing about thermal polishes, but I just think I don't think I'm going to reach for them that often. I'm struggling actually because I know I remember wearing this one and I really liked it. But I need to be a bit more severe, so I'm going to say goodbye to Tickled Pink. But I am definitely going to keep Pumpkin Juice. This was the polish that was in collaboration with Loops, and I absolutely love this one, really juicy orange. This one was made in collaboration with Amanda, the nail polish hound, and it's a kind of ethereal colour shifting. I did wear this on its own, you'll see in the swatches, but apparently it's really good over a darker colour, so I'm going to keep hold of this one. But this one I am going to say goodbye to. This is Fireside Stories. I feel as though I've got a lot of brown, autumny type of flaky polishes, so I'm going to say goodbye to that one. I'm definitely going to keep this, hasn't got a label on it, but it's XY's Uric, which is the one that I collaborated on. Definitely going to keep that one. And I'm also going to keep Gloria, which was the polish that was in collaboration with Mrs. Cronall. It's a beautiful vivid purple, like royal purple, with tons of gold flakes in there. So I'm going to keep 9. So I'm going to keep 9 of the charity polishes, but I'm going to pass on these 2, and this one I'm just going to throw away because I just don't think I've got the time to be able to do anything about it. So 3 from the charity polishes. So 3 from the charity polishes that I'll be destashing, and 9 that I'll be keeping. So this is the new style bottle of Jules Bijou, and actually you can see the pink in there for a change. It's a beautiful gold holographic with a fantastic pink flash in there. So that is Jules Bijou from the Nail Ninjas collection, which I showed you earlier, but this is the new style bottle. Definitely keeping this one. I'm also going to keep this one, which is Twilight. It wasn't Starlight, it was Twilight from the Oh So Shifty collection in the new style bottle. So that will be added to the collection with the old style bottles, but at least I've got the full collection of the Oh So Shifties. And I've got 4 polishes here that don't have either caps or labels, the kind of old style bottles, but with no caps. This one is a beautiful colour shifting green, and I think this was made just before Claire Dares, so it was a bit of a prototype. I absolutely love it, and I was amazed by the shift that you can see, the glow on the nail, so I'm definitely keeping this one. I'm also going to keep Beauty, which is a shimmery black. I don't know if you can see the shimmers in there, it's very subtle, but it is a fantastic black, so I'm going to keep Beauty. I'm also going to keep this one, which is an amazing polish. This was one that when I met with Kat last year, or was it the year before? She was wearing this and she gave me the bottle. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just a flaky colour shift. Autumn in a bottle kind of polish, but it is amazing and I love it. So I'm definitely keeping this one. But I'm actually going to pass this one on. This is a blue holographic and I've got the blue holographic that's from the Bad Boys collection. I've got other dark blue holographics, so I'm going to actually pass this one on. Okay, so I've got a couple of trios here. This is a fairly new trio from the Autumn collection last year. This is the Autumn Splendor trio. They are all all three of them are absolutely just astounding polishes. Fantastic shift, glow, holographic, autumnal, absolutely amazing. I love this trio and they are all definitely staying in my collection. Same with the seasonally inappropriate trio. So this came out earlier this year and they are all fantastic Crellies. I'm going to be keeping all three of these. I'm also going to be keeping hold of these three neon pastels. They're kind of on the cusp of neon, but there's a little bit of a dusty quality to them. So I'm going to be keeping all three of these neons. I also had the Careful Curse trio, but the blue one I've actually put to one side to send to Pony. So that's the pinkish one and the greeny silver, the greenish gold one. They're all sort of gunmetal grey with a shift and a glow. Absolutely fabulous, and I'm definitely going to be keeping these two. I'm also going to be keeping these two from the Falling for Hue collection from last year. This is Fall Time Feels, which is an amazing kind of dirty mustard yellow. Love this one. Lots and lots of multi-chrome flakes. And this one again is another thermal. I've got a love-hate relationship with thermals, but this was a really good one. It goes into a kind of taupey beige colour, yeah, and it just looks really fantastic. So the cold is the blue, so you get the frost tip fingers. So yeah, definitely keeping these two. Then I've got this duo here. I really like both of them, but this is quite a raspberry type of pink, and I feel as though I've got other pinks that are kind of similar to this. I'm not sure it's one that I would reach for again, but this one definitely, look at the copper flakes in this. So I love you, Ken, I definitely do, but hot to trot, I'm going to destash. I've also got this one here, which is a new style bottle, a Royale with cheese, which is from the Love It or Loathe It collection. So I've got a couple of the polishes in this collection in the old style bottles, and this is a new one. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a kind of orangey, coppery, holographic. I love this polish, so definitely staying. So before we move on to the minis, I've got some miscellaneous Arda's Nails individuals or odd polishes from other collections. I'm going to start with these two. This is Wendy and Heather from the cream collection. Beautiful creams, definitely staying. I've got this one here, which hasn't got a label on it. I think it probably did at one point, and I feel as though I've got polishes that are a similar colour, so I'm going to pass on this one. This one is a really pretty purple with that blue flash. It is Stephanie is a Weirdo, and I'm definitely keeping hold of this one. These are some of the older Crellies. This one hasn't got as many glitters in it. Don't know if you can see that. It hasn't got as many glitters in it. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like the base shade, so I'm keeping Peachy Keen. I'm also going to keep these two. That's an Oops and that's Minted. I may do some comparisons soon with my Crellies and do a bit more destashing, but for now I'm definitely keeping hold of all three of these older Crellies from Arda's Nails. So these two are extra size bottles from mini collections that I had. So this one here is Mineral Mist. And this was the Soft Hues collection. So that's the mini there of Mineral Mist. And that's the larger size. I absolutely loved this polish. It's kind of holographic version of Pearl Jamming. So I'm going to keep these 4 minis. I'm going to pass this one on, and I'm going to keep the big Mineral Mist from the Soft Hues collection. This one here is the beautiful, look at that, it's amazing. It's Da Vinci from the Bright Ideas collection. So this was another mini set that I got. I don't know what I did with the smaller one of Da Vinci. I think I must have already given that away. But these are the polishes here. So that's Tesla. They're all based on like inventors and bright ideas, and they are very bright. Apart from the green, actually, not as bright as I would have expected. So on that basis, I'm actually going to pass on the green, but I'm going to keep the other polishes, the other mini polishes in the collection, and I'm definitely going to keep the standout for me, which was Da Vinci. This one I'm definitely going to keep. This is another colour changer, but it's got lots of scattered holographic. It's really pretty. And because I am destashing Tickle Pink, and it's very similar, but I'm going to keep Brianna, which is obviously the name of Lisa Hendy's little girl. So on that basis, I'm definitely going to be keeping this polish. This one here is Golden Shadow, which I think was sent to me by Louise, Purple Wolf Nails. I know it was definitely sent to me. It's a really pretty khaki green, and it's a thermal. Now, because I'm keeping Erin from the charity polish collection, I do really like this polish. I'm going to give this one away because it's got a strange, like the thermal effect on it. It's got like a kind of splash effect. Hopefully you can see what I mean in the swatch picture. But yeah, I'm definitely going to pass this one on. That's Golden Shadow. And then I've got these two. This was sent to me by Bex as an Oops mystery. And this one here is very, very similar. The only difference is this one's got more of a green flash, and this one's got lots of white square glitters. There's a reason behind this, because I was trying to make it look like a fox or represent a fox. But actually I'm going to keep this one, and as much as this amused me, I am actually going to pass this one on. So if anybody is interested in this very unusual polish, then please let me know. But I'm not sure of the name of this one. I think it was I think it was a similar polish to I think it was called something like Not Your Mama's Pumpkin Pie, which was from the Fall Time Feels collection. It was too similar to that, so this one was sent to me by Kat as a prototype, but I'm going to keep this one. And finally, I've got a mini collection of the Christmas collection from a couple of years ago. They're basically like tinsel on the nails, so crushed silver flakes in a kind of clear tint, in a sort of tinted base. Really, really pretty and very Christmassy. So I'm actually going to be keeping all of this collection. So that means I'm going to be destashing 9 polishes here, and I'm going to just be putting this one in the bin, I think. I don't know, I think it was because I left it near a window and obviously it dried up, so yeah, my fault. But that's 10 from the miscellaneous new bottle and prototype collection that I have. So altogether, I think that's not too bad actually. I've destashed 18, I think, 18, 19 altogether, the old style and the new style bottles, out of my collection of 134. Yeah, that's really not good. 19 left the collection. But if you're interested in any of these polishes and you're in the UK, I'm more than happy to send these polishes over to you. I'm going to be, I don't know how easy it is for me to get to the post office or send polishes out, but I'll definitely keep them to one side. And yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think of Ardous Nails as a brand? And thanks for watching this very, very long video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.